Yo, what is good, guys? This is our podcast closeout, and this is our first episode, and we're gonna talk about mainly basketball topics, right? So our first topic for today is gonna be the Suns versus Bucks, right? So the game is tomorrow, all right? And I have my boy Anson with me, so we're gonna talk about our predictions on it, right? Some coaching adjustments, some X factors on the teams, and then we'll go through it with some trades that we're looking at for the Lakers and the Clippers. But all right, what's good, Anson? How you been?
I'm doing good, man. I'm very excited for this Suns Bucks. I'm rooting for my boy Chris Paul to get his first ring. So
CP3, Chris,
yeah, that's
the point guard. All right.
Who do
So
you
for
got
Suns,
winning this?
the honesty, I feel like if the Suns get a good start, they're gonna close out. Like Suns win the first two, I got the Suns winning. But if Bucks got something to stop the Suns, then maybe the Bucks got something, might take this one. But what about you? What you think?
I'm gonna go Suns in 7.
Suns?
Yeah, so I think it's gonna go 7. The Milwaukee Bucks, I feel like they're the better team overall wise. Like if you were to put them in like a 2K rating or some shit,
Yeah.
like they're the higher overall team. But I feel like it's kind of like last year with the Bucks and Miami Heat matchup.
Yeah.
Like Miami was it was kind of like Miami's strength was Milwaukee's weakness type shit. So it's kind of like the Suns, they play the slowest pace or one of the slowest pace in the NBA.
Yeah.
Chris Paul being their point guard, he likes to slow down the offense. They don't really get out in transition and they always get back on defense.
Okay.
Yeah, so Giannis, his play style, he's just a run and gun guy. His strength is getting out in transition.
That's true. Fast breaks. He likes to run those fast breaks.
Exactly.
He's unstoppable. He's unstoppable fast breaks,
Yeah, so that's like the worst matchup Giannis can get because the Suns, they like to slow down their defense. And Giannis, it's going to be more of like a slower half-court paced offense.
Okay. All right. So you're telling me that if the Suns can play good defense, you got the Suns winning this in 7.
Yeah. The thing is, I was gonna say Suns in 6 or 5 or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like Suns in 5 or 6 is a lot closer than Suns. I don't think the Suns can let it go to 7. I don't think the Suns can let it go to 7.
The thing is, Giannis is hurt. We don't know if he's coming back or not. But the way that Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday stepped up in the Hawks series, and I think Charles Barkley mentioned it in ESPN. He was like, low key, the Giannis getting injured. It was like a blessing in disguise because Drew Holiday was playing like shit.
That's true. Like he was missing some easy buckets. Like I've seen him against the next game. It was, I don't know, man.
But with Giannis out, it's kind of like it kind of just pushes their back against the wall and forces them to play better.
Okay.
Like Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis stepping up.
Okay, so
Lopez at that 33-point game. So
Giannis comes back. You think they're gonna be able to still carry that, same momentum they had of eliminating the Hawks?
This might sound crazy, but I think Giannis coming back, the Bucks will be better, but I don't think it'll be much better. Just because, like I said, their play style is so different with Giannis on the court.
That's true.
Player, he dominates. Like he just gets the ball in his hand a lot. Everyone plays differently. Like Brook Lopez, he's more of like a spot up shooter these days. But in the last two Hawks games,
he was attacking the post more. Yeah, he
looked like Shaq out there. Who was just
Yo, I mean, I see that. I feel like momentum in the basketball is a real thing. Like, as soon as you guys get hot, you guys on a run, especially the Suns, I feel like they're very dangerous with Devin Booker, Jay Crowder, Cameron Payne, Mikal Bridges, and with CP3 leading them. CP3, if he sees an opening, I think Chris Paul is going to want to close it out. Like, they're going to want the game to go no more than 6 games. 6 games is pushing it. I feel like CP3 wants to end it either a sweep or 4-1 to assert their dominance. But if the Bucks are able to, close out, I mean, I'm obviously going to put Drew Holiday on what? Chris Paul or Devin Booker? Who you put Chris Middleton on Booker? Or you going to put Middleton on Chris Paul? I feel like, Holiday would be a better defender for Booker because Booker's obviously more young. He's more attack the rim. Drew Holiday's a solid defender, right? Middleton, well, yeah, you probably have to put his hand in, Chris Paul, try to pick his pockets. But what do you think?
I think you just put Drew Holiday on Chris Paul to disturb him. Make sure he doesn't see the floor. Like, Drew Holiday, he could be kind of like a pest. He'll guard him all the way up. I think Middleton just has to hold his ground against Devin Booker. Like, even if you can play the best defense in the world and Booker's still going to hit shots. So I feel like you just have to try to disturb Chris Paul so that he doesn't like get a chance to like look at the floor, expose your defense. And then you just let Devin Booker, do his thing.
Okay. I mean, like I said, we'll see what happens. I mean, you think the Suns got a special, like, different type of defense to play against the Bucks just so it stops Giannis, or are they just gonna keep playing the way they play against like any other team? All around good defense, or are they gonna put maybe double team on Giannis, or maybe help D all around?
This is another reason why I picked the Suns is because I feel like they have really good all around defense, and their interior defense with DeAndre Ayton there, it's not like a weaker center.
That's
like
true.
Brooklyn, like all year, whenever Giannis played against Brooklyn, Brooklyn's very good on offense, but defensively, they don't have that many. Like, they have Jeff Green at center. That's their biggest.
That's why I said they should have traded Jared Allen, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So the bad thing about the Bucks is that the Bucks I think they're like top 5 in giving up threes, and the Suns are a pretty good 3-point shooting team.
Yeah, dude. We see some good 3-point shooters. Jay Crowder, especially, lighting it up for them. But honestly, yeah, I guess we're both rooting for the Suns here. You just think the Suns are taking 7. I'm saying the Suns at 5 or 6 would probably just take it. But hey, you want to bet on it?
Hell no. Actually, I'm down. Well, you got Suns in. Okay, how about this? We'll get the bet off stream, but we'll definitely put money in.
All right.
Who do you think is gonna get Finals MVP? You think it's gonna go? If we both got the Suns, it's gotta be Booker.
Chris Paul. Yeah, Chris Paul, Booker. That's literally what's gonna be. We're gonna see who plays their ass off. And
who do you think is gonna get it between those two?
I'm gonna say well deserved Finals MVP should, and probably will go to Chris Paul. I mean, he's been leading the Suns like from like bottom seed to like now second seed in the NBA, now pulling them to finishing the the finals, now going to NBA finals. It's pretty crazy, Chris Paul is the piece. Like, I don't know, Chris Paul is the piece. Finals MVP, I feel like Chris Paul will continue doing that as a floor general, leading the Suns to a chip, for the first time from a boy CP3.
I think Booker's gonna win it because I feel like the Finals MVP award, I'm not saying Booker is going to be more important or less important or whatever.
Yeah.
But the Finals MVP award, like, they look at stats, obviously.
Yeah. I feel like they do look at stats, but I feel like, I don't know, if Chris Paul keeps dropping like 15 assists a night, bro, he's getting that Finals MVP. I mean, if Booker dropped 30 and then like Chris Paul has dropping like 20, but like 15 assists, like, he's feeding Ayton, feeding Jay Crowder, feeding McCall, like, he's going to get it, Like, yeah, Booker can drop 40. But I don't think that means he should be Finals MVP. I mean, unless he's like doing more than that, like stripping people, playing very deep.
The thing also is that I think Chris Paul, as good of a playmaker as he is, he's no longer averaging like 13, 14 assists. And like assists isn't like a direct correlation to like someone's playmaking ability. I feel like Chris Paul isn't a type of person to stat pad. He's not going to pass it off to, Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker when the shot clock's running down, try to get an easy assist that way.
That's true.
He doesn't try to get stats, and I feel like the Chris Paul I've seen all season, he's more of like, oh, I want Devin Booker to be the MVP. Kind of like, how LeBron, he was trying to get Anthony Davis to be that Finals MVP. I think
that's true.
That's Chris Paul's relationship with Devin Booker right now.
I see that. But I feel like him doing that just to me shows that he should be more deserving for the MVP. Hey, he always putting his team forward. Right, like he's doing what a Finals MVP would be doing, putting his team forward, not stat padding, like you said. And I feel like his all-around play style just, to me, seems like it's a no-brainer for Finals MVP. But all right, we'll see what happens. And you want to talk about some trades, some trades, Clippers, Lakers.
Yeah, so let's just talk about. I feel like the Clippers are the most interesting team to talk about because they came short. They almost made the finals, Game 6.
Yeah, twice now.
Yeah, twice now, and they've technically they disappointed, but they really disappoint because I feel like they played pretty well even without Kawhi. I didn't think they were gonna make it past Utah with Kawhi out, and then they took Suns to 6, which that was pretty impressive.
That was pretty crazy. Yeah, that was pretty insane in my opinion. They got Reggie Jackson, Terrence Mann going off for them, like especially PG. Pandemic P. What happened. I don't know, man. If he didn't miss those last 2 free throws, it would have been Game 7, and maybe they would have won. That's all I'm gonna say.
I feel like the big question for the Clippers is Kawhi gonna leave? Because like he came here LA is his hometown, but he came to the Clippers strictly for business. He wants to win more championships. He wants to build his legacy. And the Clippers, he signed a 2-year extension with a player option, so he can decide whether or not he wants to pick it up.
Yeah.
The Clippers, they didn't make it to the finals 2 years in a row. Second round exit last year. They got upsetted. So do you think Kawhi's going to leave, or is he going to give this team who didn't really play that bad but didn't succeed a second chance?
The thing is, last year it was just atrocious shooting night on a game, especially during Game 7 for them. I think Kawhi and PG went for 0 for 20 that night. In the fourth quarter.
We're talking about the Game 7, right?
Yeah, Game 7. I think they both went 0 for something. I don't know. It was so tough. I was watching that. They were breaking everything. And then this year, Kawhi got injured. I feel like it may play a part. It's a lot of what ifs in the air, right? Like, what if, last year they actually did well Game 7? Obviously, they probably would have, I don't know, go against the Lakers. Who knows? AD, LeBron was definitely a force to be reckoned with last year. But this year, they pushed a lot further without Kawhi, right? So, if Kawhi feels like, hey, this last year, he did sign a 2-year player option. So if he says, hey, this last year, this is my last year here. If we win a chip, we win a chip. I may think to resign. But if not, I'm going to start looking for other teams that, hopefully will give him another shot at the chip. But, take his team to the promised land, But the thing is, before we even ask, is he gonna stay, or where is he going? What are some good trades that you feel like they would be willing to even look at and consider before even deciding? Oh yeah, Kawhi, you're gonna go here, right? Like who you be willing to give Kawhi? For you, I know you said Kawhi is your top 2, top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 3 NBA. Top 3 is crazy. So. Now we're looking at teams who are like, hey, Kawhi can drop 40 on a good night if he goes off. Let me drop 50 on a good night if he goes off. The thing is, where would you put him in? Where would you put him at? He wouldn't want to go on a team that's either rebuilding. He wants to win now, right? So, what is that?
Oh, I just got a text. My bad.
I was what the hell was that? But Kawhi, I feel like he would want another shot. I just feel like Kawhi would want another shot. Like you said, LA is his hometown, but I feel like they're going to need more pieces, right? Are they going to re-sign Reggie Jackson, right? This year he did pop off the last 3 games for the Clippers. He was kind of sleeper. He was a sleeper, like him and Terrence Mann were definitely sleeper. They were the X factors, like you said, right? They did step up when they needed them the most. But I feel like they just might need another piece. And this is what I wanted to talk about because I was looking at, free agents. I just feel like they need a better big man. Zubac is good, but I feel like they need I don't know. I was considering maybe trading Zubac for Jarrett Allen, Zubac and someone for Jarrett Allen. I feel like Jarrett Allen and the Clippers would be a very, very good contender for a lot of teams out there, right? I feel like they got Kawhi back, right? PG, of course, and then you add Jarrett Allen, a young star, 6'11", this shot blocker, can finish around the rim, getting better, right? I feel like he has a lot of potential to grow in the Clippers. But what do you think?
Yeah, I definitely think they should re-sign Reggie Jackson. I don't know if they should. I don't know if it's possible for them to trade for another center because I'm looking at their payroll. I think the salary cap this year is $109 million.
Yeah,
$140 million. That's with Kawhi's current contract, and I'm pretty sure if he resigns, it's gonna stay there. And even if you let go of some of the guys like Ibaka,
Patterson,
Batum, you're not gonna make up enough money. And on top of that, Reggie Jackson definitely earned himself a bag this year.
That's true. That's true.
He's probably going to get close to 10, 15 million maybe. So it's going to be hard for Clippers to get another piece. They don't really have any young potential players that they can trade up to get someone like a third star. The only players I see that like other teams want to rebuild off is like.
Oh, there's a motherfucker outside the table. Yo, I'm gonna close the window real quick. Right? Yeah. All right. Damn, bro, that shit was loud as fuck. God damn. All right, yo.
I hear.
What were you saying? What were you saying?
Yeah, so like usually teams that want like a third that are looking to sell, right? They have a good player. Maybe a team like Washington, they want to like let's say they want to hit the reset button and they want to sell Bradley Beal. They want to sell Bradley Beal for like first round picks. They want to sell him for young players that are like solidified.
That's true.
The Clippers, they don't really have any young players that look like they could be an all-star or superstar in the future. Like, for example, like an example would be Talon Horton-Tucker. I know a lot of teams want Talon Horton-Tucker right now because he could develop into something in the future. Yeah. I'm looking at the roster right now, and the only young player with potential, in my opinion, is Luke Kennard. That's about it. All their other Terrence Mann, of course.
Yeah, Terrence Mann. I was gonna say Terrence Mann, man. You sleep on Terrence Mann.
But all their other guys are so old. Like Beverly, I believe he's in his 30s. Morris, Cousins.
Get rid of goddamn Beverly.
I don't think a rebuilding team's gonna be like, oh my God, Zubac's gonna be our next Shaq or anything like that. So yeah, I don't really know what the Clippers can do, but they seem to do something good every year. I mean, last year, Batum was kind of a surprise. I thought he was done, but. You know, he signed a veteran minimum and he went crazy.
I feel like the Clippers got all the right pieces. I feel like Kawhi out was just a big factor in them not winning this chip this year. Because I feel like they definitely had the chance, you know, because I feel like they could have beat the Suns, you know.
So you think Kawhi's going to run it back then if you think it was
I feel like he might. I mean, if I was Kawhi, I would definitely run it back. My team got hella far, you know, without me. And I feel like LA is my hometown. So I would run it back with them. However, if you know things don't go the way you know it happens, all right, well, move on. You know, it's all business, right, Katie? Fucking snake.
The thing with Kawhi is he's so unpredictable. Like
yeah, like he just want to chill with Toronto. He's like, yo, I'm going to.
He just did. I thought he was gonna run it back with Toronto.
Yeah, if he ran it back, I feel like that would be crazy, dude.
Yeah, so.
Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry, Siakam. That was something, bro.
So who do you think, because like the Clippers, they don't have a lot of salary, don't have a lot of trading pieces. They might be able to get someone like another role player. I don't think they're going to get like a DeMar DeRozan type, a Kemba Walker type.
I don't think they need that either. They don't need it. I mean, maybe they do need a floor general, you know, like they need. I think Kawhi's not a playmaker. PG's not really a playmaker, like, you know.
So who do you think they should approach in the free agency then? Because obviously, I feel like their biggest missing piece is like a point guard.
Yeah.
But the thing also is they don't have that much money. So they're going to have to get someone who's willing to sign a veteran minimum. Off the top of my head, I see like, I don't know if Dragic wants a veteran minimum, but he could definitely help the playmaking on the team. JJ Redick, he's not a playmaker, but he's another maybe Patty Mills. These are some of the guys I'm seeing.
Dude, honestly, I don't really know. I'm looking at the teams right now, like the free agency. I mean, there's not a lot, you know. There's not a lot that you can go off. I mean, you think Kawhi can become a playmaker or PG maybe become a playmaker?
Nah.
Yo, Patrick Beverly's not becoming a playmaker, man. That guy, I don't know, man.
He's not.
The only playmaking thing is fucking menace, bro. That guy's a goddamn menace, man.
The thing is, I feel like Paul George is already compensating, like playing with Kawhi, playing with another star, because I feel like when he is the guy and he's able to do whatever he wants.
He can drop. He'll playoff.
Kawhi went down, playoff beat, you know. And in Indiana, when he was the go-to option, he was going head-to-head with LeBron. So I feel like him even playing with Kawhi is already limiting his game. And if you want to ask him to be change his game again, he might be even more limited. So I don't think it's a very good idea. Kawhi's never really been a playmaker in his career. I think he's always averaged 3 assists. But the thing is, I believe it was the Mavs series, the last couple games. Didn't he get like a triple double? He got 10 assists, 9 assists. So there is playmaking potential there. But I still think they should just get another point guard, someone to do what I guess they expected Rondo to do, but Rondo did.
Yeah, I think they just need someone to bring the ball up. I think we were talking, maybe potentially sign Lonzo, but
nah, teams are offering Lonzo like 20 mil. Like,
I mean, right now I see Rondo's getting paid 7.5. Ibaka's being paid 9. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, but Lonzo's on his rookie deal still. So there's teams like I know Chicago, New York, they're for sure gonna throw him like 20 mil. There's no way Lonzo's gonna go. Maybe he wants to get revenge on the Lakers. Say fuck it. That's dumb. That's so dumb.
Hey,
to take 3 mil. To take 3 mil just to say fuck you when you can take 20 mil.
What if he just signs what if he just signs a 1-year deal? You think he's gonna sign a 1-year deal for Clippers? Nah. For a ring? Just for a ring?
The thing for young players is like you kind of want to secure the bag while you're
they try to get a max or something,
Like, well, what if you signed a 1 year and then next year you get like an ACL?
Oh yeah, that's tough.
So I think Lonzo's gonna resign. I mean, he's not. He's leaving.
Yeah, he said he's leaving NOP. Bro.
Maybe he'll like Zion, but I don't know. I feel like he's probably gonna go to like a team like the Bulls who need playmaking and defense. And the Knicks, I know the Knicks got money, and I want to see him go to Dallas because he's an off ball point guard. He lets Luka, high usage player. He lets Luka do his thing, and he can spot up and he plays with good defense.
True. Oh man, dude.
Let's look at the other LA team. Let's look at
the Lakers. All right,
this is very controversial. A lot of Lakers fans.
The Lakers, bro. You can come and hate me all you want, man. Fuck the Lakers, bro. God damn, bro. Fuck Andre Drummond. What were they thinking? Signing Andre Drummond? What were they thinking?
By the way, we are Laker fans. We live like right outside of LA, so we are Laker fans. All of us here are cousins with Kuzma.
I'm a Brooklyn Nets guy.
Everyone's sending Drummond to Shanghai right now. What's going on in LA?
I'm now a Shanghai Sharks fan. I'm gonna see Ben Simmons, Kuzma, and Andre Drummond on the roster.
Yeah, so
God damn, bro. What the fuck am I watching, man? I don't know, man. I don't know what they really thought. Or like what were they thinking when they're like, yo, let's sign Andre Drummond, man. This dude, man.
Andre Drummond was finessing the whole time because like his stats are really good, right? He's averaging 15 rebounds a game. But there's actually a statistic that like out of the 15 rebounds he averages a game, 7 of them is his own rebound. Like he misses a layup and just grabs that shit, and it's 7 of the 15. So he's really only averaging 8 rebounds a game.
That's atrocious. That's atrocious.
And the thing is, he can play. His play style is very like, I don't want to say empty stats because I don't.
Bro, I've seen this guy taking transition threes, man. This guy's taking transition threes, dude. Fuck that
guy. The thing is, Drummond, like he got away with it in Detroit.
Yeah, they went to Detroit.
No one's watching Detroit. No one watches Detroit basketball. So like now he's in the spotlight. Everyone exposed him for the.
Yeah, everyone can see that this guy's a fraud, man. This guy sucks. This guy can't play basketball, man. Yeah.
The thing is that I saw a rumor that the Lakers, they said they would only re-sign Drummond for a veteran minimum. I agree with that. Like I'll take Drummond.
Get this guy out of here, man. Send to the Shanghai Sharks, dude. God damn, bro. It's either us or the Shanghai Sharks, man. Drummond's gonna be off the bench player for goddamn forever, man. I don't care.
But dude, did you see so someone on Andre Drummond's Instagram, someone was like, yo, sign the veteran minimum for the
Lakers. Yeah, he was like hell no or something, right?
Fuck no. So he said you're drunk. And before that, when he was still on the Pistons, the reason why the Pistons let him go, traded him to the Cavs, was because Andre Drummond said he was gonna leave. And he was gonna try to get a max contract, a 30 mil, 35 mil, 5-year contract, something LeBron and Chris Paul has. So
you're telling me Andre Drummond is even 10% of what Chris Paul is? No,
sir.
The only 10% he is with LeBron is his height. And that's it. Good for nothing, tall, useless guy.
So are you resigning? So in what conditions are you gonna resign Drummond if he wants 10 mil over?
I wouldn't even sign him at this point. You know, Schroeder wants. I mean, Schroeder. Sorry, Schroeder wants a fucking max. Where we can't pull money from our ass and just give it to Drummond. You know, like Schroeder and Drummond, man, trade those fools, man. Trade those fools, man.
So do you think so you wouldn't sign them for a veteran minimum? Like what if
if they both, I mean, if Drummond wants a veteran, like you already said, he said no. But if somehow he's like, all right, you know what, I want to stay in, in the Lakers, give me a vet. All right, cool, I'll get you a vet. I feel like the only way he's gonna get a vet if he's like, yo, I want a max, and his agent's like, bro, stop capping, you're not getting a max, and then he's gonna be like, all right, yo, chill, I'm gonna stay with the Lakers, I'm gonna try to get a ring out of this one, all right, but. Other than that,
the thing with Drummond also is that I think like if I was the Lakers, right, I would just sign Drummond to like. I was thinking because as a depressed Laker fan, all I do all day is I lay in my bed, I think of trades all day, try to get LeBron 5 rings, right? So that's what I do all day. So I was laying in bed, I was like, if I was the Lakers, why don't we just low key? Maybe the Charlotte Hornets GM's not paying attention to Laker games, right? We re-sign Drummond and we do a sign and trade because the Hornets, their weakest position is their centers, right?
Yeah, they got Cody Zeller. That's it. Right?
They have Cody Zeller and Bismack. But they're so guard heavy though. They have LaMelo, Hayward, Rozier, Devontae.
Yeah, we need a guard, dude. Yo, LaMelo to the Lakers, man.
No, we're not.
Do what your brother couldn't do.
You think they're gonna give up LaMelo for Drummond?
Yo, like you said, maybe they don't know. They're gonna see the stat padding.
No. There's no way, bro. But I think we could get someone like Devontae Graham if we were to do Drummond and something for them. They don't need
Devontae Graham's like, I don't know, man. I feel like he's another shooter.
He's small though, that's the thing, but he can shoot, he can play make.
Yeah, I've seen him play, like, I picked him up on fantasy one or two times.
Yeah.
When another ball was out or something,
So let's keep talking about the Lakers. Looking at this team, who would you keep in the free agency? So Schroeder, let's talk about Schroeder next. He wants 120 mil.
Yo, Schroeder's out of his goddamn mind. I don't know what to tell you, man. That guy's missing open layups, wants 120 mil. You want what I do at the park for 120 mil? Dude, get the fuck out of here. Yo, get the fuck out of here. There's no way I'm paying Schroeder anything more than like 10 mil a year, bro. That guy's getting 40 mil 4-year contract. That's all he's getting, bro.
I think I'll give him 15.
15 mil a year? That's like what, 60 mil? Okay, yeah, I'll give him that. Like maybe 15 is pushing it, dude. This guy wants like 30 mil a year. Like, what the hell is wrong?
Here's the situation, though. Here's the situation. The Lakers' payroll is currently 136 million.
Yeah,
and the salary cap is 109. So even if we don't re-sign Schroeder, that means we just lose Schroeder. We don't get anyone else in return. We can't use the money that we declined Schroeder with to sign Kyle Lowry or DeRozan.
The thing is, that means we need to look for a next star that's like worth that 120 mil. If that's what you're thinking, if that's what the Lakers wants to do, a sign and trade, I'll fine. Give Schroeder 120, sign and trade him for another 120 mil potential star. Which star do you think is what? I feel like there's DeMar DeRozan, right? That will be willing to do that.
I would love DeRozan. The thing with DeRozan is I don't think his play style fits with the Lakers. Like Lakers, we need shooters. We have LeBron. He's a great playmaker, and then we need shooters around LeBron. That's the key to success. Like Miami had Ray Allen, Miller, Battier. So we need shooters, and in the Suns Lakers series, the role players were shooting atrociously.
That's true. That was true. It was horrible.
Pope had 2 good games, I think. Like
I was literally watching the CBA. No cap. It was so bad.
So I think shooting. Maybe Kemba Walker could help. I'll be ecstatic if we could somehow do. I don't know about Schroeder for Terrence Ross, but I would love to have like a Terrence Ross, a Tim Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway would be a for sure big lock. Really.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Schroeder asking for 120. I think he understands that he has the upper hand here in this situation. Like he's like, yo, I'm gonna try to get a bag before he knows like we can't just let him go for free. We have to sign him. We don't want to waste Schroeder, right?
Here's the thing with Schroeder has to agree to the sign and trade. That's the biggest problem. So let's say we, for whatever reason, I don't know how the Detroit Pistons want to give us Jeremy Grant. We say yes to that, right? Schroeder doesn't want to go to Detroit, bro. So we have to, and he's mentioned he wants to play for a big market team. That's why like talks of Derrick Rose and Alex Burke or something came up. So we would have to trade him to like a big market, like a Chicago, New York, one of those teams. And I don't know what we would want from those teams. So that's
it was a mistake signing fucking Schroeder.
I was laying my bed again. I was thinking, how about Russell Westbrook? Now hear me out. Russell Westbrook sounds crazy, right? Russell Westbrook with LeBron, that shit sounds terrible. That's like pairing Ben Simmons with LeBron. Like that's terrible, right? Like the spacing. Yeah. That shit is terrible. They're both high usage players, but I feel like Russell Westbrook, if this is like if he gets traded to the Lakers for Schroeder and whatever, we'll talk about the package later. But if he gets traded, I feel like Russell Westbrook can adjust his play style. He'll probably average less rebounds, less assists on the Lakers.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah.
LeBron not letting him go on his bullshit what he does, man.
But I feel like Russell Westbrook, even if Russell Westbrook isn't playing to his
like peak,
how he would like to play.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't maximize Westbrook's abilities, I feel like he'll still be better than Schroeder. So what?
I agree. I 100% agree.
So what if like the Lakers, like, do you think Washington would take something like Dennis Schroeder and Kyle Kuzma? Like you resign Schroeder for 25 mil, Kuzma is making 13 mil. That adds up to close to 40 mil, which Westbrook is making. And on like if you tell it to Washington, obviously they might say no at first. But if you really think about it, Washington is a AFC team. They've struggled to be in the top seed in a while. They struggle to really make a deep playoff run. They're kind of stuck in the middle where they don't get a top pick and they also don't get, to compete. So, trading away Westbrook's contract will give him more space to sign a free agent maybe. And they also get a young piece in Kuzma. What do you think about that?
I feel like if Russell can adjust his game, I'm all for it. Right, like if he can adjust his game, I feel like Russell is a really, really good player. I just feel like he takes on too much responsibility. Like he wants the stats, he wants the points, he wants rebound, he wants assists. He likes to bark at his teammates, like, hey, don't touch the rebound, that's mine. Like, yo, when I give you the ball, you gotta make it. He's trying to do too much, right? I feel like if he just hones it down and adjusts his play style, he can be a great star. He'll probably be Hall of Fame for sure. This guy's really Hall of Fame. Like, no cap, bro. This guy is like what, every season triple-double besides like what, 2 seasons ago or something like that?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Right.
What do you think? So on the Lakers side, I'm pretty sure most Laker fans that, aren't, they don't hate Westbrook, they'll probably take it. But what if you're on the Washington side, looking like put yourself in their shoes? Would you take it if you're Washington? Do you think it's not enough? Just Kuzma, who just shot 17%.
So Kuzma, Schroeder, and who else?
That's it. Would you take that?
For Russ, the thing is this. Okay, the thing is this. Depends on what Washington wants to do. All right, if they want to trade Beal and Russ as well, or just trade both of them, I don't know about that. I feel like if you trade Russ, Beal's gonna want to leave. Well, this guy doesn't want to stay in Washington. This guy's like, what the hell? I mean, going for Russ would be a clever move, I feel like, by the Lakers. But man, can we just give him Drummond too, so he can just be quiet? Like, give him Drummond, Schroeder, and Kuzma, man. Like,
there's no reason for them to take Drummond.
Who did they? Daniel Gafford is their center, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, they got Daniel Gafford. They got Robin Lopez.
Yeah, Robin Lopez. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Do they still have Thomas Bryant? I think they have Thomas Bryant.
Thomas Bryant. Yeah, Thomas Bryant was injured though. He was supposed to be a good star. He was supposed to be a good star apparently.
He was okay. He's kind of a defensive liability, but I like him on offense.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Like he was supposed to be pretty good. I mean, we have Rui Hachimura as well, but
So would you do it though? Like let's say you're the Wizards. Would you want to trade Beal? Like let's say you can get a good package for Beal. Let's say New York wants to give you like 5 first-round picks and Emmanuel Quickly, Obi Toppin, and someone else for Bradley Beal. Would you take that, and then would you trade Westbrook as well?
I feel like as soon as they take one of them, the other players gonna want to trade. They're gonna be like, "Yo, I want to get the fuck out of here, dude. There's no point of me being here if the other piece is not here." You know, I feel like Beal and Russ was trying to do something where it was like kind of like Kawhi and PG. Like they just wanted to duel up and like try to win a chip. You know, as usually what happens at the end of the day, like they want to win a champ. But if it, as they can see, it's not working out, they're probably gonna have to bounce. Like in my opinion, if they accept one trade, just one trade for either of the players, they're gonna want to trade the other one because the other player not. Think about this, okay? You take Beal away, you have Russ there. Russ is not gonna be playing there. I guarantee you, this guy's gonna be like, "Yo, fuck this shit. I'm gonna chuck half court shots into
They're getting rid of Westbrook before they get rid of Beal.
Yeah, I feel like
but they can't get rid of Westbrook.
Yeah,
that's the thing that's kind of like enticing for the Wizards because it's so hard to get rid of Westbrook. Like, what team is gonna offer to get Westbrook? A team that can afford it to, like Brooklyn. Like, okay, let's say Brooklyn wants Westbrook.
There's no fucking way.
They can't make up the contract to get Westbrook. So, and then
what if Russ is like, "Yo, you know what? I don't want money no more. I want a chip. I'm gonna take a veteran deal."
I don't know. I don't even know when his contract ends, but
God damn.
And then what other players? Let's just finish up the Laker roster right now. What other players do you want to see go that are like Montrezl Harrell? He has a player option. I'm thinking there's an interesting thing about Montrezl Harrell. So Montrezl Harrell's value isn't that high right now. Like I've heard teams aren't really interested in Montrezl Harrell. So he has a player option, so he can pick up 10 mil if he wants to stay with the Lakers. Do you think he will take the 10 mil though? Because teams aren't offering him that much. And however, he's not happy playing with the Lakers.
I can tell he's not happy with the Lakers.
Yeah, because he's sitting on the bench and then Drummond is doing this shit. Yeah. And Marc Gasol can't run up the court and he's just sitting there like, what the fuck? I'm not getting playing time.
Yeah, I feel like Montrezl Harrell is like he's a hooper. Like he wants to do well for his team, but if the team doesn't put him in position to do well, like I remember when times they do start him, that he does well. Like he's dropping like 15 points, 16 points, which is pretty solid, for a guy coming off the bench. But into a starting role, as in like, hey, here's your time to shine, do it. I feel like Montrezl Harrell has lived up to those expectations. He's a real like a real really gritty player. He plays well, he plays hard. But if I was Montrezl Harrell, like I said, I would sign with the Lakers again if and only if, right, like we have some conditions. Like, yo, I can't be sitting on the fucking bench and Andre Drummond's doing 4 turnovers in 2 minutes, man. Like, what the fuck, man? But I feel like Montrezl Harrell would be he is a star. I feel like he can be a great star on like another rebuilding team, or something like that. Like they allow him to do what he wants, where he can show off, his full, his full like kind of play style, how he plays. He shows you like what he got. Because I think like all we really know about Montrezl Harrell is like, oh yeah, he starts behind Marc Gasol and Andre Drummond on the bench, but he does really well though. So I feel like what's up?
Here's the problem with Montrezl Harrell. He is good offensively. He doesn't really fit Anthony Davis's play style. Like,
he comes in when they take a break though. Like when AD takes a break or LeBron, he comes in though.
Yeah, but Anthony Davis does play 30 minutes a game. So that means 18 minutes for Harrell. If you want to just keep him just as a backup, and I don't think he's happy doing that. Offensively, like he needs, like he likes to isolate. He likes to ask for the ball and then do his little bully thing. But if you have Anthony Davis on the floor, you're not feeding Harrell. You're not saying, hey, isolate, clear out for Harrell. You're giving it to Davis. You're giving it to LeBron.
Yeah.
That's on the offensive side. And then defensively, I just don't like Montrezl Harrell defensively in this era because he's just too small to guard bigger centers. Like he's 6'7". we saw last year against when he was on the Clippers against the Mavericks, not the Mavericks, the Nuggets. Jokic was just dominating Montrezl Harrell. Like,
yeah, Jokic is a silent footer shooting threes. You know, like I think Jokic is just a dominant player overall. I mean, yeah, we could highlight, you know, like Montrezl Harrell being too small to guard big guards, but I feel like Jokic just has a very, very good offensive bag. Like you put Montrezl Harrell on like AD, like AD still could be Montrezl Harrell. I don't know what to tell you. But you put him on like, I don't know, Zubac or, you know.
It's against most centers he gets dominated though. Like any bigger center has a size advantage because Montrez is only like 6'7", and that's like a 5-inch size advantage. Yeah. And on the opposing end, it's like he can't guard big men. So you're like, okay, we'll just put Davis on the center. LeBron can guard the power forward. But you don't want him guarding the wings either. He's gonna get blown by.
He's gonna get cooked. Yeah.
So it's just no one really for him to guard. Like there's no one I'm comfortable with him guarding. So that's the main problem. And that's why teams like, I believe like when he won the 6-man award, there was teams offering him 20 mil. But after seeing the playoff, like many teams kind of just backed away.
Yeah.
And I heard he didn't receive that many offers. And even the Clippers, I heard that like rumors saying that they were going to sign and trade him somewhere random. So that's why he left. So I don't know what Montrezl's value is. I don't know if he's going to come back, but.
And I feel like there's a lot of players that have potential, but we just don't know if, you know, they can live up to that when they're given the moment, you know, because it's not like every day when they're like, hey, you know, you get to start Harrell, you know, 80's out, you know, you got to show us why we signed you. Like, good luck, bro. All right. So it is pretty hard to put, you know, a value on Montrezl Harrell just because, you know, like you said, he doesn't, you know, he hasn't had a lot of like, you know, I would say like highlights for himself. I mean, he is getting cooked, so he has a lot of low lights, but not a lot of highlights. But man, I really don't know how the Lakers are gonna do this offseason. I am expecting a big change, like not big changes, but I want to see some changes in the roster, right? Like they can't just keep beating a dead horse and be like, yo, it's gonna work. It's gonna eventually work, dude. You know, Schroeder's gonna eventually go off. Kuzma's about to go off too, bro. God damn. Kuzma's gonna become the next Kawhi. Like, fucking wipe my ass with that shit, dude. God damn, man.
So you're trading Kuzma this offseason if you're the Lakers?
If I'm the Lakers, oh man, dude, Kuzma. Dude, I feel like Kuzma is just another Tyler Hero, man. Oh my god, dude.
Let's look at some Laker trades. My stand on Kuzma is he's been very disappointing. Like regular season, I thought he did okay. He was doing more playmaking.
Yeah, he was trying to do a little bit more. Like he's trying to push himself. I see that Kuzma trying to push himself. But they're just at the wrong times, you know. You try to push yourself in playoffs, you're getting 17% from the three. Like, dude, stop it. Dude. You're losing for your team. Stop it. Like, you know, if you missing, stop shooting the ball, man. Like, stop it, dude. 17% is atrocious. Is it 17 or is it like 23? I forgot.
It was 17% as it was 17 from three, I believe, and it was like 29% from the field.
Yeah, it was so bad. Like 17% from three, dude.
Yeah, so I put up a trade we could look at. So the first trade involves CJ McCollum.
Yes, I see it right here.
Yeah, right, so the package is Kyle Kuzma, KCP, and Talen Horton-Tucker for CJ McCollum.
What do you think? Our boy Talen Horton-Tucker. I feel if you give Talen Horton-Tucker the go-ahead start, I feel like he has potential to be a playmaker. I've seen this guy he's a hooper. He knows what to do, right? Like, give him the ball, he'll play make. You know, like he has good court vision, I feel, and he obviously attacked the basket really well. But trading him, KCP, and Kuzma for CJ, I feel the Blazers are winning off of that trade more than the Lakers. And right now, as Lakers fans, like I don't think we want Lakers to be losing any part of the trade, man. But
I'm considering this if I'm the Lakers because I feel like it's a third star. It puts you in more of it in contention. You're a win now team. LeBron's getting old.
Yeah.
So
I mean, at this point, Yeah, I feel like at this point, taking CJ, you're going to be a very, very big offensive threat. Like their offensive is going to be going crazy here. All
And
right.
the thing is that it fits. He's a good shooter. It fits LeBron's. It's not just like, oh, we're gonna put Russell Westbrook just because Russell is good.
That's
Like
true.
CJ's game actually fits LeBron.
Yeah.
He take pressure off LeBron, who's getting
Yeah,
older.
I feel like McCollum doesn't have to be very ball dominant. He's not very ball dominant either because he's playing with Dame. Dame's more ball dominant. Like he understands his role, right? He's there to like alleviate pressure for Dame. And I feel like since he already has done that before, I feel like he will play well for the Lakers. I just feel like there could be a better trade, for Kuzma, KCP, and Talon Horton Tucker. Yeah, it gives them a third star, or you're losing KCP and Talon Horton Tucker. Right, I don't give a fuck about Kuzma, man. Kuzma can just go wherever he wants, man.
So
Just donate that guy, dude. I'd trade Kuzma or a pack of Skittles, dude. God damn.
Dude, the thing is Kuzma. Okay, so let's just say Kuzma value is $0, right? It's like we don't give a fuck about Kuzma. Then it's really just KCP and Talon Horton Tucker.
For CJ?
CJ is way better than KCP. Talon Horton Tucker, as good as he is, I don't think Talon Horton Tucker will develop into the star while he's on this team. Like, I think if you put him onto a team, like let's say Portland wants to rebuild or he gets a bigger role in Portland, because right now, Talon Horton Tucker is only he's only playing like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
CJ will come out here and give us 40 minutes on a playoff game, 30 minutes on most nights. So I think this deal works for both teams. That's if Portland want to blow it up and trade.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like McCollum and CJ and Dame are pretty tight. So I don't know how they would go. It would be like Russ and KD breakout again. Like.
I don't think it's gonna be like hate because it's
not I don't think it's gonna be hate, but it's gonna be tough because Dame and CJ has been a duo. I feel like if CJ leaves, you think Dame's gonna want to be traded. I don't know.
He wants to be. He'll want to be traded if CJ leaves. And actually, there's like I saw another article came out that there was like urgency in Damian Lillard's camp. Like they were pushing the Blazers. They were like, "Yo, if you don't bring the right pieces to help Damian Lillard compete for a ring, like we're gonna dip." So, all right. So we just covered the CJ deal. I think. So if you're at the Lakers, are you taking that CJ deal or are you not?
I might be reconsidering a different deal. I don't know. I feel like I may be valuing THT very high, but I just feel like he's a star like that. I've seen him hoop. He is, that hooper at the park that drops like consistent dimes, drops consistent points for you, leads the team to W, right? But I feel like you said maybe you're right. The Lakers, not the team for him to to evolve, to play fully to his potential. But like I said, I feel like if Frank Vogel wants, I think Frank Vogel is getting replaced, isn't he? Or not?
I'm not sure.
I saw something. I don't know if it's fake news or anything, but if Frank Vogel wants to, start THT, let him run for 25 plus minutes, 30 minutes a game, to see how he really plays. I feel like he seems like he seems like a guy that's hungry. He seems like a kid that's real hungry. He wants to win. He wants to see his team win, and I feel like it makes him, it frustrates him that he's not able to, put in, his blood, sweat, and tears into his practices to show it on the court, right? Just to see that there's a lot of interest from other teams on him, like he's in the spotlight. Like KCP is like, all right, okay, fine, KCP, but THT is the thing that a lot of teams want from. They want THT, and that kind of pushes me to think, hey, are the Lakers not allowing? I know I don't, but I don't think the Lakers are really allowing, THT to very evolve on the Lakers. I feel like they need to let him play. They need to let him hoop. In the preseason, just let the kid hoop. Hoop with him with LeBron, AD. We'll see what happens. Hey, we don't know. If we have a star, then hey, we have a star on our team. THT is a lot younger than CJ. If he has time to grow, I would take THT. If he can do, even as much as 70% of what CJ can do, I feel like that's a really good win because he has more time to evolve with the Lakers. Even though the Lakers is a win now, but I feel like THT just needs his time. He needs his moment and he needs to shine.
So if I was the Lakers, I would take that.
You would take that.
However, I just feel like there's another team that has a better package than.
I just feel like it's overvaluing CJ at that.
Like there was trade rumors for Ben Simmons. I'm taking Ben Simmons all day. Like even if I have to give up CJ and Robert Covington, I'll take Ben Simmons over THT, KCP, and
I agree. I can see that. I mean,
that's the only problem with the trade is I don't think Portland will take it. I think the Lakers, I think they'll take it because LeBron's the GM. He's gonna do whatever he needs.
Yeah, he is the GM, dude. They're running by LeBron. LeBron's like, hell yeah, no, give me my boy CJ, dude. If I can't get Dame, I'm gonna take the second best player in Portland, CJ.
So the next trade I see is DeMar DeRozan. It looks like the same package: Kyle Kuzma, Caruso, KCP.
Oh wow, you're giving Caruso.
Oh, you're getting Caruso. Oh man,
I don't know, man.
I like DeRozan, but like I said earlier, I don't think his play style, meshes well with LeBron.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know if I'm taking this.
Dude, honestly, time out. I would take this on one condition. I would take one player away. Like, you know what? Besides Kuzma, we're not keeping Kuzma. I don't want to keep Kuzma. Kuzma can go like eat dirt or something. I don't know, man. Fuck that guy, dude. Caruso, KCP, THT.
Dude, we're not giving a Caruso, bro.
I feel like Caruso's too much at that point, man.
Dude, I love Caruso. I don't know if I'm biased, but I
love his defensive, his defensive prowess on the court. Like he's very, very good. He's a very smart player. He's also a decent playmaker. Like he understands where the ball needs to be at times. Like he understands, like, hey, this is a moment where the ball needs to be at the corner or he needs to attack the rim. Like he's very, very smart with that. And I feel like his basketball IQ has grown with LeBron,
Yeah.
I may be biased, but I do believe Caruso should not be in that package. You can take Kuzma, KCP, and
I don't know who they swap out though. We have no one really I feel like
Wesley Matthews, man.
They don't want Wesley Matthews. You think the Spurs want Wesley Matthews though? They're kind of rebuilding. They have Keldon Johnson.
Think about this. So we know the Spurs also, Greg Popovich has said he wants Ben Simmons. Do you think they would flip a deal like Kuzma, Wesley Matthews, KCP, THT for Ben Simmons?
Bro, you think the Sixers want Wesley Matthews? What did you say? Kyle Kuzma? Hell no. All right, so I think this is basically a no-brainer for the both of us. We're both not going to take the deal.
Yeah, we're not taking this deal.
Unless we can swap out Caruso for Alfonso McKinney or some shit. If you want Drummond,
take Caruso, take THT out. Give him Kuzma, KCP, and Drummond.
They're not taking that shit though, because they're a rebuilding team. They want a young core. They don't want Marcus.
I feel like they really. Damn, bro, you right, dude. Sorry, I'm not laptop, so I kind of shook a little bit. What's the next one? What's the next trade we got on?
Pascal Siakam.
Oh, I don't know. Dude, honestly, I feel like Siakam would be another Drummond, but not as bad.
I like Siakam. His offense kind of got exposed this year because he keeps doing the same thing. And then
his favorite spin move, bro. I'm putting him in a washing machine, dude. Spin cycle. That's all I hear from commentators.
So I see this package right here. It's Kyle Kuzma, Caruso, KCP, and Horton Tucker.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna take that.
That's basically saying Pascal Siakam is equal to DeMar DeRozan. It's the same package, is it not? It is the same package for DeMar DeRozan.
I think Siakam's value might be higher because he is younger than DeRozan.
That's true.
And DeRozan's like 32 or something, and Siakam's in his mid-20s.
Yeah.
So I do think the value is higher on Siakam. The thing also is that I heard Warriors are looking to pursue Pascal Siakam. The Warriors have the 7th pick and the 14th pick. So I heard rumors about the package of Wiggins, Wiseman, and the 14th pick or something like that. And if I'm the Raptors, I think I'm taking that over this package.
I feel I'll be taking that package too.
Yeah, because you get
Wiggins and 2 picks for Siakam.
2 first-round picks. And you can potentially get one of the studs, potentially Kuminga, potentially Scottie Barnes, someone who could fit the roster, good defense. So, yeah, I don't see the realism in this trade really. The next trade is Zach LaVine. There's no way. I don't know.
What is this? What are these trades? You're telling me the Lakers are only gonna trade Kuzma, Caruso, KCP, and THT? Bro, stop the cap. That's literally just saying LaVine is equal to Pascal and DeRozan. That's the same package. You're telling me that's the same package you give everybody? That's the most.
Yeah, so the package is Kyle Kuzma. It's the same package.
The same package.
So KCP, Horton, Tucker. I don't see why the Bulls would do this. They just got Vucevic.
Exactly.
They're looking to compete. The reason why they got Vucevic is to keep Levine happy.
Yeah, so he gets another star to help him out on the floor, which makes sense.
Yeah, because he will be a free agent next year, so they want to keep Levine. They're not looking to trade him for fucking Kyle Kuzma. So
yeah, bro.
Yeah, this I don't know who the fuck made this article, but anyway.
Bro, you might, hey, man.
The next one is Bradley.
Trade LeBron James for Dame, dude.
Hey, the next one is Bradley Beal, and again, it's the same exact package, but with.
I'm gonna say the same thing. You think Beal, Levine, Siakam, DeRozan are all on the same? What are they all on the same tier for you?
Bro. Hey, I didn't write this article, man.
Man, what the fuck, dude?
But yeah, this is the same package. You just add a sixth grader in. You got a 2027.
Oh, yeah. Add a sixth grader in, man. Goddamn, fuck that.
There's no.
What sixth grader in the nation is crazy?
We're taking all of these trades, right? But I don't think the other team would do any of these.
This is some stupid trade, dude.
CJ, I could see potentially like, okay, maybe that could happen if Portland wants to blow it up. But other than that, these trades are.
Oh man, dude, I honestly don't know what the Lakers are gonna do. They have a lot of. They don't. I feel like they don't really have a lot of options because they got to sign Schroeder or else they let him walk. Right. We'll see. Honestly, we'll see. But I'm excited for the game tomorrow night. Right, tomorrow, right? Tuesday.
Yeah,
tomorrow night. But I feel like this is a good stopping point. Because we don't have as much information, but I feel like this is a good area covering all the trades for Clippers, Lakers, and our analysis on the Suns versus Bucks. But I feel like those would be a really good game. Like I said, I feel like if the Suns hit the first two games, it might be a wrap. Just because I know the Suns are pretty good. When they have a momentum running, it's a pretty solid team. But yeah, go for it, bro.
Yeah, so this is it for our episode. Next episode, we're gonna look at the first couple games of the finals, and we're gonna cover what adjustments the losing team needs to make, who's doing well, who's playing well, and then we're gonna explore more of the free agency. We might touch on the NBA draft. If you guys have any suggestions, what do you guys want us to talk about, cover? Just drop it in the comments.
Hey man, facts. All right, you guys take care. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode for sure. All right. Peace.